the allocation? Quicks, did you do that already?
I only got my allocation from Meteora. Yeah, I got my Meteora allocation. Whatever they're getting from Meteora for providing liquidity, that's what I'm getting. Because I don't own a Moonbird. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I don't know if any other NFTs are getting it or if the Seeker is going to get it or whatever, but I don't know. Meteora took care of me. We'll see.
Yeah, there was not a snapshot taken of Moonbirds, Mythics, or Oddities NFTs. Okay. Yeah, I think we do not have information on what communities or what users would get allocations. So that's something that they, from what I'm seeing, hasn't been announced yet. But since the token is live, we can at least check out how that looks like by now. I think, yeah, it was launched like almost 24 hours ago. Moonbirds, and so far it's doing okay. It could be worse. Went up, stay sideways. So we're now trading at, what is this? 289 million FTV. That's really good, actually. 80 million market cap. So I think that's solid, isn't it? What is SKR?
Isn't that like SKR price, dude? That's like pretty impressive, to be honest.
Yep, that's SKR. Like the FTV is even higher than SKR. Market cap is lower. SKR has also been trending down the past couple days. I guess I was surprised actually when SKR was holding so well up here. I think they did something to maintain that price level.
How did you play SKR? How did you play this drop?
So I just bought a little back when we were climbing up here. I'm probably even in loss right now. I'm just gonna hold it. I just put it on my HODL wallet because, yeah, honestly, you could have traded it, but I don't like to trade like early charts. That's a pure gamble. You have no idea what's going to happen next, really. If you got the airdrop, obviously, I think I would have just maybe taken 10%, 20% profits, but I would definitely stake the majority of it. How about you?
So I got the Vanguard allocation for 40K. I immediately entered the LP farms on Meteora. I made about like 3 SOL. So I staked 3 SOL and I got half of the allocation now still staked for SKR. But it was kind of weird because I wasn't expecting it to go so much up in price. I thought it was going to trade sideways, like between, honestly, like 1 cent to 4 cent.
Yep.
9 cents. So like I got liquidated on a bunch of my positions, which was like still in profit. It was still free, dude. And I made fees on the way up. But it's like, damn, dude, I didn't sell any. Like, what did it go to? Like 6 cents, like 5 cents or whatever. I got caught like with a majority sold between like 2 to 4 cents. But it's still good. I still made like 3 Solana. So I got that staking in the Seeker because we're actually like getting ready for season 2. So I'm still doing like the daily usage every day using the dApps. So I got like the new store complete. I got my dApp usage complete already this week. That's 3 weeks in a row. We're doing like daily usage as well. We're staking SKR. We're staking Solana on their Solana mobile validator. So, you know, we're doing everything, you know, so hopefully we get a nice drop. I think the biggest thing is I got to climb from level 3 to level 4 to secure a bigger season 2 airdrop. But we'll see, dude. I'm going to play this season, see what they do. And then after that, we'll adjust strategy.
Okay. So how do you get people from level 1 to level 2 and level 3 to level 4? Like, how does that work? I think
it's all about like the transactions. It's all about the number of transactions that you do.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter which app you're using, as long as it's one of the
as long as it's one from the dApp store. And like you also get rewarded for like swapping inside of like your wallet, you know, so anything that you're doing in the Seed Vault wallet powered by Solflare, of course, is like also counting towards like transactions on chain. So if you're like swapping SKR, like I just do it in the SKR in the Seed Vault wallet, even though I may not be getting like the best rate, you know, as opposed to like other dexes, it's all right, dude. You know, and I'm still, you know, I'm not like making that much, you know, movement to the charts that's like, you know, noticeable.
But now you're basically already hunting for the next season as well. I'm
participating, dude. The season 1 was good to me, bro. I got Vanguard. I was telling everyone, and I mean, we're still in profit from the original airdrop, which was free. And
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I did pay $450 for the device, but we got $100 airdrop from BlockBet, so we were only in the whole $350. And so like we're still with even half our allocation still paid for the phone, and we still have the 3 Solana. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still bullish, dude. I'm gonna play this out long term, season 2, see how things go, try to allocate some more, do the same thing on launch, open up LP farms, make a bunch of trading fees, stake more Sol. Get ready for season 3, dude. I don't know. I'm long term on this. I think Solana Labs, they launched Solana and they launched SKR. So I think they're going to take this pretty seriously. And if they get this right, dude, and who knows where this could lead, man. The DApp store is truly a revolutionary thing. So I'm excited. I'm bullish.
Yep. Same. I had my secret in my hand for the first time last week, or 2 weeks ago now, because it was sitting in Germany for like half a year. Here you go. So yeah,
oh man. Oh, so you got no airdrop, dude. I'm sorry, fam.
Yep.
I've been farming this, dude. I mean, every day, dude.
I wish I could have found it, but I just didn't have my phone. It is what it is, though. Now I'm enjoying the apps, and I'm actually finally playing around with all the apps from my friends that they've been talking about for like weeks and months, which is really cool. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, Moonbirds definitely making moves. Birds now live on Solana. And we don't know exactly about the allocation, so do your own research on that. But another thing that launched on Solana last week or this week was Mental. So we got more tokens coming to Solana. Quicks, I think you probably observed this movement as well that started in January this year, that Solana is really heavily pushing launches from other layer ones onto our blockchain, so that we basically can trade everything on Solana. So now MNT, which is the Mental Ecosystem Token, is basically natively on Solana, on ByReal, on Phantom, on TryFOMO as well. I don't know, what is TryFOMO actually? FOMO, a trading app. Okay. And yeah, Mental, I think these guys do these things out of one reason, because they want to get more investors, traders, volume. And that's what Solana is offering right now. I think this is one of the most bullish narratives we have currently, that all these tokens and all these assets, not only real-world assets, but also tokens from competitive chains almost, are coming to Solana because they are seeking our investors and traders and DeFi capabilities and so on. Isn't that a clear sign?
Users, revenue.
Yeah.
I mean, 100%. I knew that this would be the story that played out when I think Helium, like the DePIN company. They were originally also their own blockchain that migrated completely over to Solana. And I feel that this is going to be the end result for many, many chains, many projects, many tokens, is that they are just going to move to Solana. It's been very clear, like you just said, it's where the revenue is, the users, like the money. And so Solana is battle tested. They've been working on their infrastructure and the technology for so long. It's proven now. And at this point, I don't think other blockchains can compete. I don't think there's going to be, there was always that stigma that, oh, they're just going to build another Solana, like any one of these companies can come along and build another Solana and it'll replace it. But I don't think that's the case. I think that the amount of engineering and work that's gone into what Solana has done to improve the tech and what we see is you can't just catch up to that overnight. It's going to take years of engineering and development, even with like an unlimited source of money. I mean, but who knows, man? I don't have a foxy crystal ball, but all I know is that at this current time in 2026, January, as we're having this conversation, if let's just say hypothetically 1 billion users showed up to the ecosystem tomorrow, which chain would be able to like operate still? It would be Solana. Other chains would shut down. ETH would basically become unusable with the gas fees, as well as any of the L2s underneath it. And it would be huge degradation to the chain. Solana would be the only chain, I think, firmly, that if 1 billion users showed up tomorrow, would be able to compete and be able to have uptime, like a Visa or MasterCard processing that many transactions.
Yeah, because we were battle tested already, aren't we? Like we did that shit already when the fucking president launched his token on Solana or some similar impactful events happened. We kind of battle tested the whole thing, and we saw, hey, this is working. And we're like, okay, so we're ready. I think what you're what you're referring to, I talked about this yesterday on a Twitter space. I think it goes into the direction of the fat protocol thesis, which means if you have big enough apps on your blockchain, they will actually be the driver for more apps to come on your blockchain, because it's the network effect. It's like people are cross proliferating, right, across apps. So if I have one really good app on one chain that attracts a lot of users, then like if one amazing shop opens in a city, or let's say a shopping mall opens in a city, then all the shops are coming and moving in that shopping mall because they want the foot traffic from all the people walking in that mall, right? So for me, like we have already this, like Solana is a city, then we have already the mall being built, where like a few of these OG apps were in there, like the Solve layers of Solana, basically the ones that have been here early, that already delivered amazing products for users. And now, if you have a good product, if you're selling a good product or service, then if you do that in that mall instead somewhere else, you just automatically improve your KPIs. You get more money, you get more users without doing anything else. You don't need to change anything about your product or your service. You just need to build it in that mall. So that's why we're attracting more and more and more of these good builders to Solana, and it's a train that you can't stop at some moment anymore. And I think we're approaching that moment where it's getting really, really hard to stop that train. So yeah, bullish. Very, very bullish. Now, on other news, we have one last breaking news here from the general Solana news, which is also, again, a bullish thing for the ecosystem, especially in the RWA space. We have USCC, which is now live as legible collateral on Camino, which is really cool because tokenized regulated funds are starting to behave like on-chain building blocks, which is really cool. So this is the whole thesis of, hey, DeFi is better than traditional finance, because here you can hold your tokenized assets and you can hold your funds that are already yielding yield, and instead of having them as idle holdings somewhere in your bank account or with your asset manager, you put them to work by putting them, for example, as collateral into Camino, and then you can borrow stable coins against it, and you can do all sorts of things with those stable coins again. Basically, you can build low risk or good risk to reward strategies for your real world assets, which I think it's really beautiful. It's something that everyone gets. I think I talked to a friend of mine who went to Davos as well, and when he was there, he said that tokenization was one of the most used terms in Davos, which is really, really funny. Like everyone's talking about tokenization. And then in the next step, obviously, where is it happening right now? On Ethereum and on Solana. Arguably, there's definitely volume and activity on Ethereum as well, but I think Solana is positioning itself really, really strong besides ETH here on the whole tokenization space. And I think that's where the world is moving towards. Not gonna lie. Now, Quicks, when it comes to Solve, I have you here, so I have to ask a few questions as well that you might be able to answer. One thing that I'm very excited about, or very curious about, is what is happening with the card and the rewards programs around the card. So how's that going so far? There has been like a few prizes that have been unlocked from spending with the card, I think. And when I go now on software.com, I see get closer to a Porsche 911 GT with each purchase. What
GT3?
GT3.
Let's go, dude. Bro, I listen, the social media account has been so overwhelmed with keeping up with lifestyle branding, with like a lot of the new content, with all the new features, that they sometimes forget that we're giving away a Porsche 911 GT3 for using the card. Every time that you use your Solflare card that with USDC powered anywhere and except anywhere MasterCard is, you earn entries into the grand prize giveaway of the Porsche 911 GT3. And so I remind everyone on our stream every single week about this ongoing competition, but it's still live. It's still going on right now. So if you're eligible for the card, we do have plans to go worldwide with the card, but there is a lot of like legal framework and decisions that are like way above my Foxy pay grade as far as like payment processing and issuing, especially with certain regions, that it's taking, a little bit longer to roll out, but we're excited because very soon, like we had Mihailo on the stream, maybe like a month or two ago to check in. And so Apple Pay, Google Pay, like Google Pay is live, Apple Pay is very soon. The cards are going to be opened up into more regions. People are going to be able to order physical cards. So by the end of the year, we're hoping that a majority of the world is covered for Solflare card. And so, for those that can't like participate right now, like hold strong. because it's coming to you very soon. We're working every day closer and closer, and we're excited to release it into more regions. But yeah, if you're eligible and you have your SolQuicks card, be using it. Every purchase that you're making is giving you more entries into the grand prize giveaway. And
That's so
if
cool.
you know cars, listen, Lambos are nice, all-wheel drive, super powerful V8, but the mid-engine Porsche on a track, you know what I'm saying? When the turns, you know, like, dude, it has a racing pedigree. Even though it's modeled after a Volkswagen Beetle, it still is very much one of the most respected racing cars. Yeah, dude, you didn't know that about the 911?
I didn't know that.
Bro,
No,
it's
that's crazy.
modeled after the Volkswagen Beetle. Look at it. If you think of it, like the back, it's just like smushed down a little bit, more aerodynamic.
Okay, but
Fox to totally, dude. This is like, I wouldn't lie. I'm a car fox. Yeah, I know this.
Okay, I believe
you.
I believe you. I'm saying it does look very different than a Beetle now. Like after, maybe they're inspired initially, the frame from it, but now I would definitely choose the GT3 over the Beetle as a man. But I think that's very obvious.
Oh, 100%.
But that is so bullish. I have to say, I got to kick someone in the butt. You need to tell who, but I've been trying since the fucking conference, since Breakpoint, where I approached the software team personally. I've been annoying your support and all my friends in DMs to fix my card because I can't activate my card. I have like a weird bug coming up, and I want that car. I want to spend all my thousands of dollars that I spend every day. I do not, with that card.
Was it an issue because like you're like a digital nomad like me, and so it was like a matter of like where your nationality or citizenship was, like you're claiming for?
I don't think so. I just don't like. I did the KYC, but I have to check in again with my friends here from the dev team to kind of kick their ass a bit more to get them. Or actually, what I can try now is I can try to import the same wallet to my Seeker and try maybe it works there. Maybe I can set up, because on my iPhone I just can't get the card details. Like it says when I click on the card icon in the wallet, it says unknown error or something, or an error occurred or something.
Oh, because are you trying to import it into Apple Pay? Because that's
no,
it's not available for Apple Pay yet.
No, I'm just trying to create the card. I'm a step before that. I'm just trying to set up the card account. Yeah. So if you have issues with the card out there, then just go on software.com and find the support, because these guys are actually like every time I texted them, at least they are very responsive, like 24/7, and they got back to me within like 2 minutes. I just didn't chase them enough, I think, but they will reply to you. So just make sure to stay there.
And they definitely have more information than I do, because like, again, like they're handling hundreds and in some cases thousands of conversations a day and a week. And so like they'll have a lot more information on some of the pain points that users are facing, because there's a lot of different like softwares and devices and, you know, with VPNs and stuff. And so it gets like complicated for some users. So if that's an issue you're having, definitely our support 24/7 in your Solflare wallet will be able to answer and at least provide more guidance, or possibly have a solution at this point, because they probably know more than I do, in all honesty.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing some of the support work, I think, because you're kind of doing everything. But still, I think the dedicated support staff probably knows more than the Fox about these technical
issues. I can do like basic support still, you know, and like it's funny because I still do handle like support issues, like especially with some of our partners and stuff. I'll be like pulling up like on-chain data, I'm asking for their wallet, I'm like asking about transactions and stuff. And like I was actually helping one of our partners that we had on stream with an issue that they were facing like earlier in the week in a TG chat. So like I still have the support in me. Like I was originally a support specialist, like that's where I started from before marketing. And so and that's just always our thing is empathy for the billionth user. That's something like Vidor always preaches, that like no matter who that person is, you don't know who they are. They can have millions of Solana staked. You know what I mean? Like you have no idea. Like some people that are the richest have like the lowest profile. So like I take every single inquiry like super seriously, just like I did when I was a support specialist. Every single ticket, I connected it to a human being on the other side. And that's what Solflare is about, man, you know? And so that's what our culture is. And so like we genuinely care. Because if I can't figure it out, like someone else on our team can get it done, you know?
Yeah, bullish. All right. I think I should be more persistent with my issue, because I feel like people could actually help me. Anyway, I'm too kind. I'm always like, yeah, don't worry about it. We can check it later, you know? And then
no, you're just busy, dude. You forget to follow up, just like me, dude. Probably. But Cloudbot should be solving that pretty soon.
Now, when you say the Porsche is coming, I think this is planned for February. Do you have a timeline on this? Like, when is the revelation of the whole giveaway? Is there a timeline?
That I don't have right now. I don't have the time
Okay.
frame on the giveaway, and even if I did, I wouldn't disclose it right now because we need more people to like and repost the stream and more people viewing to make such like a bullish announcement. But I actually don't. I don't have a time frame. I know that it will be communicated as we're getting a little bit closer, but just know that like there was a bunch of features that were just released. We're just coming off a breakpoint. We're making all the plans for this following year. We've even have a couple events going on currently right now in Africa. You know, shout out like Witty
Oh,
Cruz, one of our ambassadors, and Super Team Nigeria, helping to schedule like
yeah.
events for us and stuff. So like we're actively still working, but like right now, all of January, I feel like everyone in Soulflare has been recovering from the previous year and also strategizing for the most efficient way to take 2026 and how we're going to do new things, try some things out, see what works, see what doesn't, double down on things that are. We know that we love Solana. We know that we love the communities on the Solana. So that's like a must. You're going to see us still at every event, every big, breakpoint, accelerate wherever that's going to be. All startup villages. We're excited for a lot of super teams joining the Solana ecosystem this year. So Soulflare is going to continue to just put on, but a lot that we're doing this year, it would be like with lifestyle branding, planning for like small content creators to have more of a voice and a brand kind of ambassador role with Soulflare. So we've been working, shout out Maurice, who's been doing an amazing job, even though he decided to go out and have a whole ass baby. He's still like absolutely crushing it at work, bro. I know.
Yeah.
So selfish, has like build a family, in times like this when Solana's $123, right? No, but beautiful. Shout out Maurice, his son, his wife, man, beautiful family. So much love. I'm so happy he joined our team. And I'm excited for 2026. And as long as we can keep like working with amazing creators and platforms like Soul Brothers Podcast, which you can see sponsored right up here. Like we're gonna be undefeated this year, man.
Hell yeah. No, you guys are on a good trajectory. And I think, I'm looking forward for more news with the card. I think we need Apple Pay. We need more, global expansion of it. And we need also, I think, to know more rewards programs that might follow, because like once the Porsche is gone, people will chase the next reason why to use Soulflare card against something else. Because these days, as a card provider, you do have to, find your edge. And I think the biggest edge Soulflare does have is it is in your wallet. So that's already really good because the UX is just simply better than most of or almost all other cards. Because you can use it right.
Dude, and I'm glad you said that, bro. Just keep that in mind really quick, because as the card was released this year, we also like keep in mind of like the whole picture, like zooming out. We built the Seed Vault wallet that powers like the Seeker device wallet. We launched our Soulflare Kingdom, like absolutely crushing it with our community on that end. We also like have predictions market live, the DeFi position tracker live, True P&L, Magic AI Assistant, benefits that were just launched, explore feature updates as well. On top of all of that, the first ever self-custody device that's an NFC chip. You know what I mean? Like that's why like the card like is at the current stage where it's in, is because we have so many other things going on to build up what we're trying to be, which is a neobank powered by Solana. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so like all the pieces are there. And if you stay patient, you hold strong with us, like you're seeing how this plays out. Everything that Soulflare does is premium, from the merch to the events to our updates and app. Everything that we do is premium. Our devs are top of the line. Our team is unmatched, man. I can't say enough good things about Soulflare and the company and the culture there. But just keep in mind, like when you're zooming out, everything that Soulflare has done this year, on top of like an entire rebrand and whole update with our app, as well as sponsoring pretty much every single event that happened on Solana the past year. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Breakpoint, people finally, it all came together. They've been like, wow, Soulflare's been killing it. Soulflare actually has a huge presence here. I haven't tapped in with them in a minute, but like their wallet is like absolutely fire. Like they have a card now. They have a self-custody card. You know what I mean? Like it is building to be a neobank of the future, to like compete with the Revolut. And we think we could do that with the current trajectory of Solana, with like how we were just covering before. Other chains are coming to Solana. We have precious metals coming to Solana. You could trade X stocks on Solana, DeFi opportunities on Solana. Like it just makes sense that Solana was going to win. And so like if we're the premium wallet for Solana, like we're going to win. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see how far we take this. It's until my last foxing breath, 1 billion users, dude. 1 billion users. Download Soulflare
on the way
right now if you haven't. Yeah.
We're on the way. It's not, I don't think it is unrealistic at all. We're just basically doing it. We're just that's it. Like, we're just doing it right now, and we just need, as you said, to hold strong a bit more time, and keep doing exactly what you guys are doing, right? And as an ecosystem, it helps as well if we keep growing, and we will do our job as Sol Brothers to wave the flag. With that being said, ladies and gents, let's turn it down. There was the quick update on the Solana Weekly this week, and a little bit of chit-chat between my dear friend Quicks and myself here. If you like the content and you like what we do here, then please follow and subscribe us on YouTube as well at Sol Brothers Pod at YouTube. Subscribing there helps us actually a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. And even commenting, liking the videos there also helps Sol Brothers out. So thanks for being a part of this, and let us know in the comments what else you want to hear about, and we'll see you next week. Quicks, thanks for joining.
Smash that subscribe button on YouTube. The shorts are amazing. And shout out Eno, man. I know he's not here right now, but it's so much love for you guys. Love the Sol Brothers podcast. Subscribe, notifications, like, comment. You already know. Appreciate it so much, guys.
Thanks, man. That's a cut, and we're still live, but that's a cut. Thanks, Quicks. And thanks everyone in the live stream as well for tuning up here. I see Cyber's here. Very cool car indeed. Holly, thanks for reposting as well. And Som is with us, of course. Thanks, Som, for joining. Jogo's here. Davano repost the stream. Damn, boy. Like, you brought some Software Army from.
Oh, dude, the Guardians, G for G, man. Yeah, we move deep, dude.
Doing amazing here. Quicks, what about you there? Says Creeper.
I'm outperforming you. I'm outperforming you and the Sol Brothers podcast with the amount of viewers I have on my page. Let's Fox and go, dude.
You won. You won, brother. We have Witty Cruz reposting the stream as well. Derry. Yeah, so you brought that. You pulled up with the gang.
Damn, that's the community, man. That's the Guardians, dude. G for G, man. And that's why I show up to their spaces. So when I show up on a stream or a space, dude, they show up and show love, man. That's how it is. You know, that's cool. I love our community, man. And it's so cool to see what they're doing. So if you aren't in the Guardians, join our Soulflare Discord. Get into the Guardians community, man. It's incredible to see some of their journey. These are going to be the future leaders of the space and going to help me, Foxy, retire. So that one day, that's a dream one day.
I think one day. You make it sound like it's like 50 years from now. I think it's single digits, brother. Like, we're in a fast-moving phase here. Yeah, and we're moving fast. We're building great things, and we're fucking early doing it. So everyone here right now, yeah, it is not a sprint. It is a marathon, but it's not a 20-year marathon, guys. You just need to hang in there for a few years and give it all. That's what you got to do. So yeah, stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
We're gonna spin down the stream as well. See you at the next one. Bye, guys.